Hello, this is Compound Interest Stock Guy, and today we're going to be talking about my life and the way I'm heading, the direction, and just different changes that I'm going to be making in the next few weeks to months in my life and just moving forward. So stay tuned. This is not an investment video, so if that's all you want to listen to is investment videos, this is not the video you would want to listen to unless you're interested in my personal life and you want to learn something about what I'm doing with my life. I'd love for anybody to listen to what I got to say. It'd be cool. Yeah, so if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit the bell down below. Give me thumbs up. I really, truly do appreciate it. If you give me thumbs up, it helps with the algorithm so more people can see my videos and I can grow my channel. So it's a really cool thing. So yeah, recently I had put my condo up for sale. I work in the oil sectors and also in refineries, natural gas, pulp, and paper and energy for my regular job, but it's been kind of slow as far as some of those jobs go. I'm used to going on jobs in middle March to end of March to early April, all the way to June, July, and then I'll work a couple months generally from like end of August to October, November, and then I generally don't work in the winter. So that's kind of my lifestyle. But the sector with oil, just with where I work, it's been pretty slow. So I just figured they bumped up my strata fees at this condo, so I was really disappointed with that. I was like, because they'd already given me a one bill to pay around like $400 last summer, so I was choked about that. I mean, it was like whatever, but ever since they brought up my strata fees, like they brought it up like 6 months ago to $300. Like when I first moved in here, I was paying 268, and then they moved it up to $300, and then they just recently in the last 2 months they moved it up to 364. So I was like, I took because when I was at my college for the trade that I'm in, there was this guy who's really smart. Was getting 90% on all the tests, and I really respect him. I've worked with him before in the job that we do, but I also he was telling me that because he moved to the East Coast in Canada, and he's smart, but basically he first the way he bought a condo in Vancouver, and the stratas kept going up. So he just realized how much of a scam these strata fees can be from some of these strata companies when you live in condos or townhouses, and they give you all these stupid effing rules, and it's almost like, I don't know, it's almost a jail cell almost in a sense. Like it's not a jail cell, but I'm just saying though, they can bump up your rates, they can fine you for things. There's just all this bunch of BS. And I just was like choked about it because I've been here for 18 months and I've dealt with the strata on a few issues. Just like they just like I was like one issue, and then just with the fact they brought it up, that's like another issue, and some other things, and I was just like, fuck this. So, but I wasn't sure I was gonna sell my condo. I just basically I did what I did with selling my condo. I bought this condo for like in the middle, like $100,000 range, like in between like 100 to $200,000, and I uh, I just decided, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try to sell this place. And so I put it on the market. I've been here for 18 months. I put it on the market, and I wasn't sure what I was gonna get for it. I was like, because I want to get out of this place, just because what I was just talking about. But I wasn't like super in the mood to like just move on any offer. If it was a shit offer, I would stay here. Maybe I would rent it out or find some other place to live. Like, I don't know. I'm not married. I don't have kids, so I can go all over the world pretty much. I mean, generally speaking, I mean, I can go travel. I can do whatever. I don't need to be anywhere really. As long as I have money to live and eat, then I'm good to go. but basically, yeah. So, anyways, basically, I got out. I put it on the market with my real estate agent, and within about a week, or it wasn't even on the website, and I checked out all the comps because there's a comps when you're buying and selling a condo. Basically, like you can look on this assessment site and it'll tell you what the assessments are for similar condos or what they sold for previously. So you can get a real kind of like data on what things are going for. So what I realized is because I could compare it, and I did also look at listings, and I had a feel. I figured that this was a good range to put it at. It wasn't my real estate agent that said to put it at a certain number. I was like, she probably would have put it at a lower number, and I mean I could have gotten like lowballed, right? So, but I just put it at a good number, and they the person that bought it, they paid exactly the full price. So there was no negotiations. It was just like, okay, right on. And then after that, there was like a few people that tried to check it out, but I was like busy with stuff and just like my house is a mess, and I was just kind of like, whatever. I don't want to see because it was already on like an LOI, almost like a letter of intent, that as long as all the financial stuff gets all sorted out, that then it would go ahead, and then it would get transferred to them. So now that it happened, and then in the I think it was yesterday, then it's gone fully finalized that I will be selling this condo. So uh, I'll be getting liquidity into my account because I have money down on the condo, and my mentality is basically that I want to maybe have an Airbnb or rent out the up suite or the down suite in a house, and I plan to find a place that's like really cheap. Like I'm gonna lowball it out of things when I find an offer that like a house that's got a lot of things going for it. So my mentality is like, okay, if I found a house that was like maybe it was selling for like 370 when people were like hurting to sell their place, maybe get it for like 320,000, and then put maybe like 20,000, $30,000 into painting and maybe like a few different things to just kind of prep it up and kind of make it look more sexy. And then maybe next summer or spring, try to sell it for like, put on the market for maybe like 450, and just take like 390 to like 420, something around that range maybe. I'd be open to negotiations on those range. Or maybe I just keep the place and I rent it, or do an Airbnb. Just it kind of depends on my liquidity in my life. So my basis is I got a lot of money in the stock market, but now I'm gonna get all this cash flow, and I'd like to ideally get to up to about like 200 to $300,000 in cash flow before getting the place, like so that I would like own it a lot, or I would also like whether own like 50 to like 70% of it, but then I use the other amount of the liquidity to repair it, and then come like in the spring or a year from now or whatever, whether I'm renting it out or whatever, then just sell it for a high price. But I mean, there's like different things in the market, right? There's the interest rates going down, so people, I mean, the price of these houses could go down a lot as well. So I'm not gonna rush really to get into a house. But the basis of this is just I'm just talking about my future options. So what I plan to do is I want to put maybe my stuff in storage and maybe go camping this summer. So I'm not gonna have like this home base or whatever to just like do these videos. I don't even have like really good lighting right now. I had better lighting before, but one of my bulbs was out, and I just hadn't got a new bulb because I got all this like stuff that I'm fixing out in my house. So like just cleaning up my place and just like getting it ready for moving. And then I gotta get a mover. I already like figured out who I need. I just need to talk to them. But these are the things that I need to work through to like prepare for moving out within 3 weeks. but it's basically what I gotta do. And I mean, maybe I'll find a house, like a really cheap like suite to live in, or maybe I'll just put my stuff in storage and I'll go camping all over British Columbia. And if a job comes up, then I'll go on a job, or I'll just like go about. I just don't care. I basically like normal people are like they're so concerned with like, oh, they gotta have their 9 to 5 job or whatever, right? But wealthy people don't care. I'm not saying I'm wealthy. I'm not wealthy yet. I'd say I'm like, but I'm just saying though, I have the mentality that like I don't care. I don't need to have a 9 to 5. I'll just I can I can be in control of my own destiny. So, but basically, they don't get it. And I was just like joking. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be a hobo. It's like, and they're like, oh, sorry to hear. I was like, no, it's a good thing. Why? Because then I don't have to pay strata fees that are such a rip off. Um, then I just like I don't have to pay for this condo insurance, um, things like that. I mean, if I put my stuff in storage, I'd probably get insurance on it or stuff like that. But it's different. But I don't know. It's just people are like so scared, and it's just basically the way I look at it is like I'm okay to take a bit of like tight times. Like I just gonna like I got all my money in stocks, and I'll be getting this cash flow. But if I like put it into different investments or whatever, like, or if I just like keep it into cash, but I'm just saving it for a rainy day, like for when my stocks go up a lot, like whatever the case, I don't want to spend a lot of money. So it's like I'm just gonna be really like frugal when I move out of this place, and then it's to be in a like a in a higher level as soon as I move out of this place that I can have my own house, and then I can fix it up and like make it worth like 20 to 30% higher when I sell it. Um, Things like that. I mean, there's just different things. I explore a lot of different areas, and I'm not a pro. I'm not a financial advisor, or but this is just what I'm doing, and it's going to be an interesting time. Just with legalization 2.0, just with the Trump things like that in this industry, and I don't know. I'm not gonna bet too much on the stock market or something like that, but I'm ready to be aggressive to get up to like a 200 to like a $300,000 like in cash flow, so I can put on a house and then like basically like live free other than like taxes or like maintenance on the house. I don't know, just different scenarios. I don't necessarily keep everything like take everything out of the stock market, but it's just basically like I that's my game plan. I got a lot of warrants in different companies, and those will expire within the next 12 months. So if they hit a good level, I'll sell out and take the cash. So there's always going to be different ways to make money in the market, and when there's a good reign of money, I'm just going to take it, and because it's going to be safer if it's in a house. If I was renting out the suite, and then I can get back into the market in different ways, or I can just like start like kind of flipping houses every 1 to 2 years, but as well like kind of do my work as well on when there's jobs that are like 1 to 2 month long. Maybe find something else. Like I was looking into being a CFA, like a chief financial analyst, but it's just like just to have that credentials, so I'm actually like accredited certified like financial analyst, and I do believe I can be a financial analyst. I think I'm like a lot smarter than a lot of financial analysts, so that's it might be the direction that I may head. And it's just the way things are going. I'm not sure how things are going to turn out, but I'm bullish on my future, and that's all I got. I hope you like my story, and I'll keep you guys updated. Again, I'm gonna do videos and talk about things what's going on in the cannabis industry, and I'm just kind of sleeping on mining stocks and other kind of things. But I'm gonna let you guys know when things like really start to turn in a different direction if what I believe is strong. But I'm not just gonna like give you guys like false alarms. But I mean, everything's risky. Again, it's all about the timing, you know. Just because like I talk about something one day, maybe it's only gonna go up like in the next couple of days, and it's going to go up 30%, and then you gotta sell out. So there's you gotta use your brain as well, but you gotta learn, and that's why it's life, and you gotta take the bull by the horn. But and that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm happy for you guys that are following me on my story and my vision in my life, and that you're subscribed. Please give me a thumbs up, and until next time, peace. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna leave it like this, cause Mama said knock you out.